friends, and happy Monday. Welcome to Craft with Us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brittany, and I'm the head of children's here at the Winchester Public Library, but most everybody calls me Miss B. Not because we're formal in any way, just because it's easier to say. All right, so for those of you who picked up our craft bags this morning, you know we are making a mermaid spoon puppet. This one is near and dear to my heart because I have been making these with my family for decades. So I'm really excited to make one again. I actually already have one here made to show you just because it needs a lot of time to dry. So I wanted to make sure that you got to see the finished product in the meantime. So this is an example of what one could look like, and I will go through the list of things that you should have in your bag and also some lists of alternatives. If you are watching but didn't grab a bag, I'll walk you through everything. So you can see I've made some modifications if you're looking at our list of just things that you can use around the house, but there she is. There's our mermaid right there. This is the finished product, and now let's go through it step by step. All right, so you should have in your bag a wooden spoon. If you are crafting along with us and you don't have a wooden spoon that you're willing to sacrifice for a craft, you can do this with a popsicle stick, and you can just make do with the popsicle stick and the little top as your mermaid's face, or you can also always use a plastic spoon if you've got any takeout stuff laying around, or you can go back to your popsicle stick and just use some construction paper and make a little mermaid head. Totally up to you, however you want to do it. But if you've got a spoon to use a spoon. It works. Some yarn, any color. Again, if you're around the house and you don't have, or you got lots of yarn, pick whatever you want. Maybe your mermaid has multicolored hair. Maybe they have blue hair. It's totally up to you. You choose whatever works for you. Okay? But here's the yarn that I'm going to use right here. Some construction paper. You'll see we'll get to that in a minute for the fins. A black marker if you want to draw a face on your mermaid. A glitter glue pen. We're going to use it sparingly, my friends, because it takes a long time to dry, but a glitter glue pen. And some regular glue. Also takes a long time to dry, but this is the best kind of glue. If you have a glue stick, it might not work very well. If you have a hot glue gun laying around and you are okay to use it around your kiddos, that's going to work the best. But this regular old white school glue, along with some patience, you'll be just fine. Okay. So, a few alternatives if you don't want to wait for all the things to dry. You can use some tape. This is washi tape. You can get it in any kind of colors. You might have some laying around your house. Use it for journal making, for all kinds of crafting, or even just some colored masking tape or duct tape even will work to kind of make the bottom part of your mermaid's fin, your mermaid tail. So here I used my star washi tape. You could use tape here and then just make the fins out of construction paper, because what we're about to do right now is we're going to do this with some glitter glue. I'll show you how to do it. But it takes some time to dry. And sometimes our young friends want to play with their craft and their creation right away, and they don't want to wait. So if you have tape lying around and you want to do that, you can. Otherwise, let's go with the sparkles. Okay? All right, so first things first. And I would suggest that you either have a sink nearby or some wipes or something, because we are going to use our fingers to put our glitter glue onto our spoon. And as always, a surface that you can wipe down. All right, so here we go. And you probably will need a scissors and a pencil if you want to trace. We'll get to that later. Definitely some scissors, a pencil is your choice. All right, so if you want to use your glitter glue to make your tail, you want to put some, and remember friends, it's hard to get off and it gets all over you, but you can always add more. So kind of pick where you want your tail to start and then dot your glitter glue kind of all over the bottom here. Okay? And then, yes, we are going to use our fingers, and we're going to just kind of smear it all around. So this kind of looks like scales. It looks like a glittery mermaid tail. And then if you think you need some more, you can go back and put some more. You want it to come up higher, you can do that too. I'm going to go back and put some more. Again, you can always add more, but the more you add, the longer it will take to dry. It's going to look super cool when we're done, friends, but it's going to take some time to dry. So, smear, 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 And then I would suggest that when we work on the rest of our stuff, you just find a good spot to prop up your spoon. Okay. And let it dry. Okay. I'm going to use my printer right over here. Just let it dry a little bit. Okay. Dry. There it is. So it's just drying over here. Again, this is what we're making. I used the tape for the glitter that we just smeared, but this is what we're making. Just gonna hang out over here with me. All right, so now we have our yarn, and we're gonna go back to our spoon in just a second. It is totally up to you what you wanna do, but sometimes I find it easiest to glue on the mermaid hair before I cut it, okay? So if you cut it into single strands, then you're gluing them on individually. And if you want to be a hairstylist for a mermaid, you go right ahead. You take your time and you do whatever it is that works for you. But sometimes it's easier if you just kind of lay it all out like this and then put a bunch of glue on the back of your spoon and press this down. And then you can give them a haircut later, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. But again, if you wanna do individual strands, or if you wanna do a fancy hairdo, if you wanna do a braid first or something like that and then glue it on, you go right ahead. I think the picture that we put up online, her hair was braided. So if you wanna do that, go right ahead. But again, this is one of those crafts that looks super cool when we're done, but there's a lot of drying time. So just set yourself up for some patience. And also we're gonna get a little messy, so we're gonna press, 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 press. We're gonna press our mermaid hair down, down, down. You might need to go back in, do some more in the middle, some more down here. It's okay. We're all gonna get messy. Glue washes right off. Okay, and then again, I'm just gonna kind of lay it down right on the edge of my table here and let it dry. Wipe my hands off as best I can, and away we go. Okay, so now we're gonna let it dry. And this is where you can either freehand your mermaid tail, that's these pieces right here on the bottom, your fins right there, or you can use your pencil. It's totally up to you to draw a teardrop shape. So one that's a little rounded on the bottom and then pointy on the other end. So I'll draw one like this. That. Sort of like half of a heart. You can see right there, like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold my paper in half. So I draw once and cut twice. So I'll have the exact same shape twice. See, I just folded it over. And yep, you can see I've got some glitter glue on my fingers, so it's getting all over my paper, but it just makes the fins look cool. All right. Okay, there we go, like that. And now we have two. We're gonna make them into fins. Okay, so, oh, I've got mermaid hair on my face. Huh, it's getting everywhere. I told you it was a messy craft, friends, but it's a good one. All right, so now what you wanna do is you wanna take the rounded ends of your teardrops and kind of lay them over. And you decide, do you want your fins to be close together like this, or do you want them to be spread out like this? And then you're gonna put a little bit of glue on the inside of your rounded parts, and you're gonna glue them together so that the tops or the pointy parts are pointing away from them, away from each other, and the bottoms are overlapping, okay? And this you only need a little bit of glue for, okay? Just a little bit. See, like that, like that. And there we go. Now we have fins. Okay. There we go. All right. Now everything's drying, my friends. All right. So you also might want to give your mermaid, oh, we're still drying, so just be careful. Maybe you want to give your mermaid a top too. Okay? You can go all the way around like that. Okay. And again, the more glitter glue you use, the longer it's gonna take to dry, okay? And you can always go back and add another layer. There we go, we're getting close. Oh, the light went off. Let's see. Can I make it go back on, friends? Can I make it go back on? It's like a fun game. Okay. All right. So now you want to take your marker and you want to draw a face on your mermaid, holding it very carefully because they're still drawing. Do you want open eyes, closed eyes? Do you want her to be smiling? Is she sleeping? Totally up to you. Let's see. This mermaid's taking a nap right there. Okay? All right. And again, if you're not totally dry and you want to wait, you can totally wait. No big deal. I'm going to try to do it while it's still drying a little bit so I can show you the finished product. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so I'm going to try to do some open eyes, some eyelashes, and a big smile. She's so happy to see you. There she is. All right. Now, we very carefully glue on our fins. Now, if you can wait a few minutes and let everything dry a little longer, that would be great. If you can't, you're just so excited to finish your mermaid, just be very careful, okay? So, put some glue on the very top of your fins like this. And the best way to make sure it's uneven, just use your fingers a little bit. And then you press, 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 press. Like that. There we go. It's all over my hands. It's all over my desk. But don't they look so cool? Look at our mermaids, huh? All right, so we've got a sleeping mermaid and an awake mermaid. And there we go. So, and you can, again, once everything's dry, you can go back and touch up your mermaid. You can do whatever it is that you want to make her special and unique to you. I'm going to put this one down right here and let her dry completely. Whew, I got glitter glue all over me, friends. All right, and I'm going to use the dry one. All right, there we go. There is our mermaid spoon puppet right there. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So, my friends, thank you so much for joining me this morning on Craft with Us. If you have any questions about this craft or any crafts that we've done, feel free to send me a message right here on Instagram at WinPubLib, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as I can. If you have any questions, I already said that, but if you have any questions, let us know. The library is open right now, 9:30 to 5:30, Monday to Saturday, so come on in and see us. The children's room is still under renovation. We're hoping to be done by October, but we are upstairs in the large meeting room. And Craft with Us will be ending this month, my friends. So the last Monday in August, I believe it's the 30th, is our last Craft with Us. So stop on by and grab your craft bags every Monday morning this month for our final hurrah of Craft with Us. They go out at about 9 o'clock in the morning, right on the parking lot side door. They're usually on a blue cart. You have about 60 bags, and they're first come, first served. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me on this Monday morning. I had so much fun revisiting my childhood and making a mermaid spoon puppet with you. All right, so my friends, as we say, be safe, be kind, definitely wash your hands, and wear your mask. I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.